Good morning. We're going to do coffee chat. Okay. It's been an interesting week and I didn't know what to label this. So it was really, I just said, well, what am I really thinking? And I'm thinking, I want to make a video, but I don't need your clicks. I'm not doing it for clicks. I'm doing it because I need to relax. I need you to relax. And it's been really a struggle this week, and I've gotten a lot of responses from the Bliss Friday love letters telling me that a lot of people have been having a lot of stress lately. So I think the thing that's really important is to just, for me, what I've done to kind of help with the stress, because it's the kind of stress that won't let go, that your normal methods are not working for. And what I've decided to do was just, stop when I needed to stop. And a lot of people just keep on working and working and working because they think I'm going to work until I'm done. But the key is to work until you're tired. And then you stop, because there will always be more and more work. Good morning, Kiki. There's always going to be more work. You're never going to be done, right? Because your life is like Disneyland. It's never finished. And so if work until you're done is the mentality, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to be exhausted. But I just want to share my experience that, I'm learning a lot of new skills, and it's really scary because a lot of this stuff has to do with, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you're venturing into new things that have to, you have to learn taxes and how to do all of that stuff. Hello, baby. Hi. Hi, sweetie. You have to learn how to do all that stuff. And, paying taxes federally is not a problem. Where it's more difficult is the state stuff. So I've had this stress that's kind of like that sticks on you because there's so much work that I have to do. I'm learning how to do, like, really accurately do the shipping and fulfillment stuff. I kind of just like half-assed it last time, and I didn't really study it. And now I've studied it and I'm doing it accurately because I really want this to be a merch thing that we keep doing, so it's a lot. And the stress that sticks is like, the day ends and you sit down and you seem like you can't get rid of it. You can't, those normal methods to relax are not working. And that's kind of what I've been going through. And I know a lot of you have too. So what I started to do was just, I made sure that I'm still doing those things I love. And when I would start to feel really stressed, I'd say, okay, it's time to stop. And then I would look at what I accomplished, right? Because sometimes you look at the end result and you think, oh, I didn't finish. And then you don't let yourself feel any sense of accomplishment. And for me, I said, well, every day when I'm done, and I felt like I just stopped because I was so stressed out and I needed to bring myself back to center. And I said, okay, remind yourself this is a good thing. But I felt so stressed because whenever you're dealing with certain things, like, it taps into maybe your money story triggers, right? Your historical money triggers and all this, being afraid of the government, and what they're going to do, and somehow that you're going to get in trouble. And I learned so many of these things, and I've gone through a lot of it, but still, when you're doing new things, that's when your triggers will come up. So I'm working through all of those and just realizing, like, just one day at a time. And the thing that's really helping me, so to be clear, what I'm trying to say is that when I would get stressed or tired, I would just stop. And then I would say, okay, that's enough for today. And then when my brain would kick in that, oh, I feel like I didn't accomplish anything, because you're waiting for that feeling of completion. But we have a lot of steps that we have to do, right? So when I didn't feel completion, then I said, well, what did I accomplish today? And then I have a list of things that I actually did. It's like, well, okay, I was able to upload, like I was able to upload the inventory for all the t-shirts. And I was able to do all the shipping and fulfillment on the t-shirts. Okay, no, I didn't do all the hoodies and all the stickers and everything else, but I accomplished that. Or I educated myself, and watched tutorials because I'm preparing myself, right? These are things that are, some things are not going to give you a sense of completion when you're studying things, and that's what stresses you out because you see all this load of work you need to do. But there's a whole level of study and tutorial and focus before you can actually do all that, and that's where I'm at right now. Is like you got to do that study to get to the point where you know how to do everything and do it accurately. So it's more important to do it accurate instead of fast, right? And I just got this memory of, I don't know if you've ever heard of the brothers. They're or the boys. There's a DVD or a documentary called The Boys, and it's the Sherman brothers, and they're the ones who wrote basically every song that we love in Disney. They wrote it. And the brothers did not get along, but they had something that worked together, and so their whole life they worked together. And it was kind of sad at the end that one brother had so much bitterness, that he didn't talk to the other brother, which was really heartbreaking. It's just pointless. But the bitter one, he used to call his brother Fast and Wrong Dick. His name was Richard, right? So he called him Fast and Wrong Dick, that he would put things out so fast, but he would do a lot of things wrong. And that's okay too, if that's your process. For a long time, actually still, I still put things out, and they're wrong. That's why I said it's not, perfection is not the goal, right? It's not that they're wrong. It's just that you notice mistakes and stuff like that. But as I'm getting older, it's more important for me. I'm less wanting to just put things out fast, and I'm more just wanting to do things right. And when you're younger, you take a lot more risks and chances. And I've been that person where I just put everything out there, and I wasn't worried about it. I'll fix it later, or I'll think about taxes later, or never even entered my mind. It's like now I'm looking at that because I have a legit business that's thriving, and you got to do things right. So for people who are starting new journeys or who are entrepreneurs, these things are really important, and it's really important to manage your stress. So as well as the Bliss Friday love letter that talked about that, it's just really important to manage your stress. And so the tips that I've given here, which is, like stop when you're tired, not necessarily when you're done, or stop when you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, not when you're done, but just when you get to that point where you're overwhelmed and stressed, just stop. And then disconnect, go out and do something that you love. Like after work each day, I would take my Celia for a walk, but I also sit down after that and I read for at least an hour. A lot of times it's way more than that. I'll eat, I'll make myself some food, and then I'll sit and read for hours. And that's something that I do to bring myself back to center. So you need to have something like that in your life that brings you back to center, and that is something different than just working, because when we're working for ourselves too, we love what we do, so we could easily do it like forever nonstop. And even when it's something that you love, you need to learn how to put rest in there, because you even think differently when you're restful. You have new ideas and that sort of thing. So so pulling yourself out of it when you're either overwhelmed with stress or you feel tired, just stop. And then the next thing is look at exactly what you accomplished that day. And if you start your day, I always start my day off with a list of bullet points of the things I want to accomplish, because this makes it easier at the end of the day to figure out what you actually did. So after you're doing each thing, and put everything on there, right? Like not things that you go, oh, this merits being on a list. Put everything, even if it includes you going to the store to get your groceries, or errands that you have to run that don't necessarily have anything to do with the business, or maybe they do. Yeah, I have to go to Rite Aid to get, computer paper. Put all of that in there, because at the end of the day, when you're starting to beat yourself up saying, I didn't really accomplish that much, you can go back to that list and you can see everything that you did was part of your day. And it is what you did. It all matters, right? Everything is a drop in the bucket to the efforts you're making towards your goals. And so you don't want to discount anything that took up time in your day. You want to give yourself credit for that. And I think that's where a lot of us go wrong, is like, we don't give ourselves credit for the things that we accomplish every day. And then it creates more stress because we feel like we're not doing enough. But the reality is we're doing a ton. But there's a lot of things that are part of the acquisition time. And that means you're acquiring information and knowledge, and that takes up a lot of time. So it isn't just about you doing as far as, getting things live and put on the website. There's got to be sometimes an acquisition period that is also part of the revenue production that's going to happen. Right? So for me, doing all this research and study that I need to learn how to do, the skills involved in how to understand how to set up shipping and fulfillment in the United States and the UK and Canada, where we're starting, right? Like how to do that properly, to make sure that the shipping and stuff is set up properly and the right amounts are set up. And, the next step for me is going to be like figuring out, how do I do the taxes now? That's after I do all the shipping, I got to figure out how to add taxes to all of that. So it may feel like, because I'm not hitting live and putting it out there yet, that I'm not accomplishing anything, but I am, and I have to remind myself of that. And chances are, if I have to remind myself, you also have to remind yourself. So I just wanted to do this little video and talk to you about that, have our little morning coffee chat. Let you guys know that I'm always thinking about you, and I'm excited to see you guys in these t-shirts. So let me just tell you a little bit. I'll give you some insight. So we have black hoodies that are coming that just have the logo in the front. We have what I'm calling the purpose tee, and it is a light gray t-shirt with the logo on the front, the Place of Bliss Academy logo on the front, and on the back it has my ism, my little quote, which is, your purpose is not what you do, it's who you are. A student was saying, you should put some of your isms on there. So I'm starting off with that. I have a good morning tee that's coming. I only got one because I need to see a sample of it. And I'm also going to put it out there. I don't know if people will want this one because it has my face on it with the logo, and it says good morning beautiful students on it. And I might do that as a pre-order to make sure that there's a need for that people would want to buy that before I carry a lot of stock. So this is not a print on demand thing, because I really want to quality control it and do it myself and make sure that all the shipping and stuff is really professional. Like, wait till you guys see the envelopes they come in. I have these poly mailers that are in different sizes that have the logo on both sides, so you'll know it when you get it. I also created 3 stickers. One is called a Good Vibes sticker with the Place of Bliss Academy logo on the inside. Another logoed one that says, you got this, just keep moving forward. And then the other one is, I think I'm calling it the Sufi loves you sticker, and it's a picture of me, and it's it's a holographic sticker, and it's like very groovy background, and it says you are loved. And that one's a square sticker. The other 2 are circle stickers. So we've got merch coming, and I just have to continue to set up each one of the, I haven't got the hoodies or the t-shirts yet. I have to finish setting up everything for the shipping. Once I do that, it's the taxes. once I do that, I can move forward and actually make it live. So it's a process, you guys, and it's a process that will last. So it's taken a little while, and you can understand this is why, you know, I'm feeling some of this anxiety. I want to get it out there so bad, but steps have to be taken first before I can do that. So, oh my gosh, I'm excited, but it's stressful. So anyway, if you guys are doing projects, I want you to understand too, the stress means you're growing, you know, and we're tempted to just shut down when we feel this stress, you know, like I could choose not to do this and that's fine. You know, you might go through that, like I could just not do this, and that's true, but you could also then choose not to grow your business. And people really want this stuff, you know, people have asked for it and people are proud, you know, and oh my God, the other thing, you guys, I'm so excited about, I got the hard copy diploma paper, which is so gorgeous. It's like this gold leaf on the outside. You guys are now going to be able to get all the mastership diplomas and the 2 advanced diplomas in hard copy. And this one, I think this one might be able to go, it might be able to go live sooner. We'll see how this goes. This also is a lot, well, I don't know. I still have to figure out all the same things, shipping, fulfillment, and taxing it, because it's a hard copy. Everything that's hard copy or physical has to be taxed. So it's so beautiful, you guys. I ordered these diploma, they're like diploma holders, they're covers for it. So they're in black with gold leafing, and then you're going to open it up and see your diploma, and your diploma is the most beautiful paper. It's so beautiful, and it has my gold embossed Place of Bliss Academy stamp on it, which is, so all this is new and had to be created, you guys. So it's a lot. So what I spent yesterday doing, I'm almost done with this video. What I spent my afternoon doing yesterday was changing them and getting rid of the decorative stuff that's on the digital. So the digital copies will remain active and the same, but now you'll be offered a hard copy, and it's going to be more expensive because it's a hard copy. But for those who want that, they'll be able to get that, and it's just going to come in the most beautiful packaging, you know, the poly mailers that are going to ship it out. You're going to open it up and see this holder that's gorgeous. You open it up and oh my God, the diploma's gorgeous. It's got the seal and my live signature on it. So yesterday what I spent time doing was making sure that, you know, I have to refit everything onto this paper. And you got rid of like the digital artwork that was there, because now it's an actual hard copy that's already got the gold leafing and stuff. And just making sure everything was consistently in there and looks beautiful. And it's just so exciting, and I can't wait. I really can't wait to put that live so that you guys can have these hard copies that you can hang up. I mean, you could hang up the other ones, but this has a live signature and a seal and a Place of Bliss Academy seal, and it's so beautiful. And you know, where sometimes you try and use your education to go out into the world to do, you know, to do business, right? To go out there, and some of you have been blocked by people who have said, well, you can't do that because it's not a hard copy diploma, and they won't validate an online, they won't validate an online certificate. But they do validate online education. They just wanted a hard copy with a seal showing it's a real school, right? So now, for those of you who have ever been blocked by something like that, you won't be blocked anymore. So I'm really so excited about this. And when I used to teach live, you know, years ago, I gave hard copy, and I had that, you know, embosser and the seal, and it was really exciting to be able to give those out to people. And now it's just so much more professional, you know, with everything, you know, the holder, and it's just gorgeous. So I can't wait for all of this to happen. And As you can tell, this is a lot of stuff that I'm doing to expand Place of Bliss Academy, so that you guys have everything that you need and want. And it's a lot of work. And whatever your projects are, you know, if you've listened to me and it sounds like a lot, you guys are doing a lot too. And give yourself a break. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed our little coffee morning. Cheers. And I will see you guys real soon. Okay. Bye. Have a great weekend.